Now, on this show, because we're national, we spend a lot of time talking about federal politics. When the time permits, we talk about states. But if there is a level of government that doesn't get enough focus, it is, of course, local government. And despite the fact that interest rates have gone up by their largest number in 22 years, cost of living going through the roof and apparently on a promise of getting worse, guess who was about to put up taxes, and not by a little bit? Councils. Rates are expected to rise in Brisbane within weeks, and a 14% increase in the taxes that you have to pay via your rates in parts of Victoria, in rural Victoria particularly, in a council called East Gippsland. Now, the logic, of course, of all of these things as to why they need more revenue is because they don't have enough money to match their spending. But amazingly, the East Gippsland Council, at the same time as they are telling people who have gone through the ringer of the past couple of years of the pandemic, who are facing higher interest rates than a long time, with the biggest jump in 22 years, and cost of living getting worse and on a promise of getting worse, well, they are planning to spend more money. How do I know this? Not because I read the local paper, not because I spoke to the mayor, but because I actually had a look at the positions vacant in East Gippsland Council tonight on their very own website. While they are planning to increase rates of farmers by 14%, they've got a job worth $80,000 to be the livestock exchange officer or organisation development officer or communications support officer. That $80,000 job is to update the website and manage social media. Meantime, there's mysterious jobs like a social and community planning coordinator where you can earn between $94,000 and $104,000. Oh no, but please give us 14% more when it comes to rates. And if you can tell me what an entrepreneur facilitator is at East Gippsland Council, well, you'll be halfway to applying for the job. That's $104,000, all at the same time as they're putting your rates up because the cost of council's going through the roof. Well, here's a suggestion. Look at your wages bill first. Now, the logic, of course, of the public sector is that the public sector has to compete with the private sector. But local council is not state government. It is not federal government. How is there a $104,000 job for a social and community planning coordinator or an entrepreneur facilitator in East Gippsland? Have a look at this every time they decide to put up your rates. Go and have a look at your local council positions vacant. Send me the ones that you find and how much money that your rates are going toward. Send me an email anytime you want, paul@skynews.com.au.